Okay, I figured this out. What we've just seen was the amplifier in standby mode, and it turns out I made a little mistake. I need to change the brown wires. I need to hook them up differently because right now they are just floating. So the little standby transformer does get power, so standby works. However, the big transformer does not get any power. So obviously the amplifier is not going to turn on. Now, as you can see, I have now bypassed the little problem using the yellow alligator clip lead. It's also bypassing the power switch. I am going to turn on the unit just in case, but main power is now applied with the power strip, so let's turn this on and see what happens. Okay, I heard a relay click. And that's the relays for the speakers. It seems to work. Yeah, look at this overly complicated input selector setup. We have a rotary switch right there and then another motorized rotary switch behind it there. That's ridiculous, and I really hope we don't have any contact problems in those switches. Anyway, I now want to test this and see whether or not it's going to work. And with a few exceptions, the amplifier does work, as you can hear. Now, I'm quite amazed that the volume control doesn't have any contact problems because it is open to the top, so any dust can just fall right into there. But there really aren't any problems with that. The thing that did have problems, and I have already fixed it with some contact cleaner, was the bass control. It just wouldn't work at all. Well, after applying some contact cleaner, it seems to work now. So that's fine. However, and you've probably guessed it, the thing that is not fine is this stupid motorized input selector switch. So that's a problem. I'm also just noticing a bit of hum in the background, so I'll have to investigate that. But yeah, first I'll have to get this stupid switch figured out, and hopefully I can get some cleaner into there without taking it all apart. Because I have, on another amplifier, I have done that before, and it's not fun. In case you wonder, what does the standby switch do now? Well, it does actually still do something. It turns on the standby LED. The muting switch quits working, as well as the input selector switch. I fixed the mistake in the wiring. That made it look more messy, but it also made it work. As you can hear. The next step was cleaning the motorized input selector switch, and thankfully this turned out to be a lot easier than I had expected. The first thing that I had to do was to bend these tabs out of the way, and that gave me an opening that I could get through with the spray can. I turned the amplifier onto its back, so the contact cleaner that I sprayed in through these holes was able to flow straight into the switch contacts. Now there are more than just these two sets of contacts in the switch, but it seems like the two that I was able to get are the ones responsible for switching the audio signal. And now this whole thing actually works. No more scratchiness, as you can clearly hear. I cleaned up the record output selector switch, and I think I'm pretty much done on the technical side of things now. So I've started the cleaning, which was very necessary, on the front, which had a lot of that fluid that ran into the unit on it. That's been cleaned as good as I could. The back has been cleaned, the bottom has been cleaned. Well, can't say everything's been cleaned, but I tried. So now I gotta continue with the cover and the detachable metal front, so on and so forth. And there it is, cleaned and reassembled, the Pioneer A-450R amplifier.